How you guys doing today? We are going to do a top 10 list. Now, did just upload my horror movie collection volume 3. Now you're going to see um that's a pre-record because I recorded that video how many days ago was it? When did I record the video? I don't remember. You see me wearing a different shirt. In this video I'm wearing my Nightmare Before Christmas t-shirt. So we're going to talk about the top 10 worst horror remakes. It's pretty complicated. There's a lot of bad ones out there. There's a lot of bad horror remakes. I mean, Hollywood just don't give a crap about these movies anymore. Nostalgia is a drug, one hell of a drug. They just don't like new stuff. They like the same old stuff, which sucks, but it is what it is. Hey, when you do get new stuff, it either sucks or it's not, or it's good. Good or bad, or in the middle. So I'm gonna go with chronological order. Excuse me. This is the first time I've ever done it, so we're gonna start off with the worst horror remake, which is number one. Number one and number two were hard, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go with this as number one. Number one is the Hitcher remake. All right. I'm a massive fan of this movie right here. I'm a massive fan of this film. The original Hitcher is one of my favorite films of all time. It's definitely up there. Love this film to death. Uh, I have the German Blu-ray of it. It does play in English. Actually has features to it and all that. The transfer's good on here. Yeah, I know this has an American release now, so that's pretty cool. Um, Warner Brothers, I think, put out a 4K. Second Sight released like a gigantic 4K edition of this, which is awesome. But I'm fine. I'm happy with this. I mean, Rutger Hauer is great in this movie. He is fantastic. To me, if it's not Rutger Hauer, then don't make the movie. Sean Bean, Sean the Beanie Baby, whatever. I know that's what Matt Remember After Life called him. And when he did his top 10 worst slasher films list, so I'm gonna say that Sean the Beanie Baby. Sean Bean's not a bad actor, but he's no Rutger Hauer, and there's only one Rutger Hauer that exists, and he has sadly passed away. So rest in peace, Rutger Hauer. C. Thomas Howell was great in this movie. Um, in this movie, it was like one person that would eventually meet someone else later on. So later on, it would be two people though. But for this movie, I mean, because we had one lead, in this we have two. Got to up the ante, and I don't know what to say. There's a scene where what was it? Where they play 1 Inch Nails, and I was like, okay, great. Um, got this hot looking chick that trying to be cool. She's walking and there's an explosion behind her. I mean, it is a Michael Bay produced movie after all. So plus, this just is nowhere near as effective. Nothing. There's nothing redeemable about this movie at all. Um, there's CGI effects. I remember in the original that when Jennifer Jason Leigh's character she gets torn apart. You don't see it though, but you can sort of see it in your imagination. In this, the main guy gets ripped apart and this terrible CGI um, effects. Yeah, they do copy some stuff from the original. Um, Plus the main chick, she got someone killed as well. just randomly got someone killed, and I think it was a cop she got killed or something. I can't remember. I mean, it was her fault. That bitch got someone killed. Freaking hate this movie. I had to put this as my least favorite remake. I hate this movie. Alright, moving on to number 2. I kind of regret not putting this at number 1 though, but yeah. Number 2 is Jacob's Ladder, the 2019 remake of one of my favorite films of all time, the 1990 Jacob's Ladder. I'm still trying to get that Imprint Films Blu-ray because it's actually I consider that to be like the definitive edition because it has all the features and stuff. So, and I heard that it's not a bad release, but I just wish we could get an uncut version of the original Jacob's Ladder, but I just doubt that's ever going to happen. What made the original Jacob's Ladder work? Oh, and the original Hitcher work. These remakes did not. Um, this film right here, I mean, they revealed the twist the first 5 minutes. Um, the original Jacob's Ladder has so many creepy stuff. Like the shaking heads effects and stuff. They copy scenes from the original and put it in this movie. Like the bathtub scene in the original Jacob's Ladder, um, where they think Jacob's burning up and stuff, and they put him in the tub full of ice cold water. He's freezing to death, basically. He's screaming, "Stop it! You're killing me!" I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's some terrible CGI in this movie. There's CGI helicopters in the beginning. Um, Jacob is trying to, how do I describe it? Trying to live, because he has a brother, and he's living, like his brother is homeless, and he is the one that's, has a good life, has a wife and kids and stuff, has a good job and stuff. But in this movie, he never died. He never died in this movie. And then you realize later on, though, that, Jacob Singer was the one that was homeless, not his brother. Freaking stupid. I may do a review for the original Jacob's Ladder. I really need the Blu-ray of it, but it's expensive and I'm poor, so it is what it is. This movie can go to hell as well as The Hitcher. Basically all the films on this list. So, number 2 is Jacob's Ladder. Number 3 is the April Fool's Day remake. Alright. I am a massive fan of the original April Fool's Day. I'm sad that we got a disappointing Scream Factory release so I never bothered with it. Kino Lorber was putting it out in 4K, so hopefully it has better features and stuff, and it has the original cover art as well. So there's that. This movie is literally a soap opera. It's what it is. It's shot like one. It looks like one. The characters could not act. I hated the characters. We have Scout Taylor straight out of Compton in this movie. Hated her character. Oh, speaking of her, this isn't going to be the only film starring her that's going to be on this list. Spoiler alert. Scout Taylor straight out of Compton. This movie's so forgettable. I hardly remember much from this movie though. But yeah, this is not this is not even. Gosh, the original almost said Jacob's Ladder. Yeah, that's a classic. The original April Fool's Day was funny. I love the cast. I love the characters. I support the original April Fool's Day. This, not so much. So, there's not much to really say. This is just, oh god. Boring movie, stupid characters, and it's literally a soap opera. That's what it feels like. Number 4 is the Elm Street remake. Billy Bob Kruger. I mean, I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna cut you after I eat some taters. I'm gonna stick this up your ass. Stick my finger and I hope your ass. Oh my god! I mean, what they did to this movie. I mean, what they did to Freddy, CGI effects. Literally looks like he went through hell and back. I mean, they don't even look. Being more realistic doesn't automatically mean good. I mean, to me, there's no other good Freddy other than Robert Englund. Robert Englund is the only good Freddy. In my opinion, he will always be the OG Freddy. No one else. Jackie Earle Haley is not a bad actor, but I think he was strongly miscasted for this movie. Um, the Rooney Mara is uninteresting. She did not put any talent whatsoever. I think she did a horrible job as the lead, as Nancy Thompson and stuff. Just oh my god, Clancy Brown is in this movie. Captain Hadley himself from the Shawshank Redemption. Like, why do you have to be in this movie? Um, I don't know, guys. I mean, they there's scenes that are shot from the original film. Uh, like the freaking bathtub scene. Um, the bathtub scene, the scene where let's see, the scene in the original where Tina is thrown around the room and stuff. They copied the scene in this movie. Oh my gosh, just pointless, just a pointless remake. And it's another Michael Bay Platinum Dunes movie, coincidentally. All right, moving on. Number 5 is Rob Zombie's Halloween. Hobo Michael. This movie is pathetic, but it's not as pathetic though as Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, which like I said, I think I do kind of have plans on reviewing all the Halloween movies out. It may take me some time because I got to rewatch a lot of them, but it is what it is. What Rob Zombie did, I mean, the thing with the original Halloween, they did not have to explain the story. Michael, it's just God. William Forsythe hated his character. Um, Rob Zombie, stop casting your wife for these movies. Stop. If I'm gonna watch a Rob Zombie movie, I'd rather watch Devil's Rejects and House of Thousand Corpses, which are like the only two Rob Zombie films I really give a shit about, compared to this. I don't know, guys. Um, they just the opening they gave the story of Michael, which was unnecessary. And the thing with the original Halloween is that it didn't need to be that gory. It was good. It was a good movie. It did not need to be all bloody and gory. And then the other half of the movie is just a shitty remake with Scout Taylor straight out of Compton returning as Laurie Strode. Gosh, she's annoying in this movie. I mean, um, Brad Dourif plays Sheriff Bracken in this movie. He should have been the lead. He's the only redeeming factor to this movie. God, just oh my god, just I hated this movie. I hated everything. Just ugh. I mean, Rob Zombie could have remade any other slasher film with this type of method, but and it probably would have worked. But with Halloween, it just doesn't work. It does not work at all. I mean, it didn't need to be all bloody and gory. You could have just used your imagination, but yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm just gonna do. It's just gonna be a top five. All right. I'll mention some other remakes I hate. Psycho, the 1998 remake, one of the most pointless movies ever made. Gus Van Sant's high school film project, whatever it is, literally copy pasting everything from the original film, except do some minor changes and stuff. Literally a scene where Norman Bates, Vince Vaughn himself, is masturbating, jerking off to himself. Literally. The shower scene is not as effective as the original. Anne Heche, may she rest in peace. She is not a bad actress, but she's no Marion Crane. Um, no, Janet Leigh. She's no Janet Leigh. Um, I don't know, I just didn't care for her as Marion Crane. She's, I don't know. Well, like I said, rest in peace, Anne Heche. I've seen her in better movies. Um, there's other ones. Children of the Corn remake. I honestly don't remember much from it other than it being a piece of shit. So, not really gonna talk about that one too much. The Cabin Fever remake, same thing as Psycho '98, just shot for shot, beat for beat, everything. The Omen 2006 remake, exact same thing. Um, there's crap, horrible CGI effects. Leaf Schreiber is bored out of his damn mind. The kid sucked in this movie. Um, he was not as scary as in the original. I mean, uh, oh, and it is directed by John Moore. I think it was John Moore that directed it. He's a horrible director. I hate him. There's a couple films I liked that he directed though. Behind Enemy Lines. And he did one called IT, which I can't remember if I saw. IT. Yeah, he directed a movie called IT with Pierce Bronson. I remember I liked that film. I don't know what happened to my copy. I lost my copy a long time ago. But yeah, this movie blows. So there's that. Ugh. There's more remakes I could have thought about. I should have made this into a top 10 list, but I'm just too lazy. So, those, I guess you could say, are the honorable mentions. So, anyways, guys, I may do a top 5 best remakes, best horror remakes of all time. So, stay tuned for that. I love y'all. Take care. Stay awesome. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Adios.